Hello guys, I am Yamini from Milstack and today I will explain you some basics of Python. Before moving to that, I will say if you are completely new to the programming and if you are not understanding this video, so please don't get stressed because we will cover it up everything in upcoming videos. So what we are going to do in this video is, let's check. So our today's agenda is we will first understand what is Python, why it is popular, companies who are using Python, some of its features, and last career opportunities. So what is Python? Python is an interpreted high level general purpose programming language. Interpreted means what? Python read its code line by line. If you are familiar with other language like C, C++, Java, first we have to compile our code and then we have to execute it. When we compile our code, it gives all the possible errors in our code, right? And then we have to execute it. But in Python, it is completely opposite. It reads the code line by line, so wherever it finds that it is an error, it stops its execution and it helps to debug our code. Second, high level. Before explaining about high level, I will tell you there are two types of languages, high level language and low level language. Low level language means what machine understand and high level language means human readable. And what machine understand, it understand only the 0 and 1. So whatever we are doing on computers, on laptops, it first convert into a zeros and 1 and it next proceed further. Next, general purpose programming language. So Python is not built for particular domain. You can write anything, any logic in Python. Second, it is dynamically typed and garbage collected. Dynamically typed means what? Whenever I am doing anything, whenever I am writing any variable, I don't have to specify its type. It is dynamically typed means that type of the variable get considered at runtime. And garbage collected means after execution of our code, whatever variables we have used, they have assigned some memory, right? So that memory get released after execution of the program. Third, it is open source programming language. Open source means what? You can find its documentation, Python's videos easily on the web, right? You have to just download its packages, you can then modify it, you can do anything. Because of that, it is called as a open source programming language. So what we can do with the Python, where it can be used, you can do a console application, you can build desktop application, you can make a web application, you can build a game, mobile application, and it is also used in machine learning. Let's see why it is popular. It is easy to learn and use. Because of its syntax, anyone can understand it very easily, and because of its simplicity, it executes the code so fast compared to the other programming language. Next is mature and supportive Python community. As it builds 30 years ago, and this time is so long that if you stuck in any program in Python, you can ask for help, as there are so many Python community with expertise are available. Next is hundreds of Python libraries and framework. There are so many libraries available that you just have to download it and use it into your application, which save our time and increase our productivity. There are also some framework available like Flask and Django, by using which you can develop a web application. In Python, we don't have to write everything from scratch. Next, versatility, efficiency, reliability, and speed. Python is so versatile that it can be used in any environment. Like we can build a web application, we can build a mobile application, we can develop a game, we can use it into machine learning. So our very next point is big data, machine learning, and cloud computing. As you all are aware of, these three things are hottest trending on the web, and these three things also used Python in their workflows. Like TensorFlow and OpenCV are the Python libraries which are used in machine learning. Let's see companies who are using Python. These are the top companies who used Python. Like first is Dropbox file storage is built on Python. Then Facebook, 21% of development is built in Python. Then YouTube is a big user of Python. Also NASA, Yahoo, IBM, Mozilla and Google also uses Python. Of Python. Let's see features of Python. It is a free and open source. As I already told, you can find its videos, its documentation freely available on web. That's why it is a free, and open source means you can download its package, you can modify it. Because of this it's called as a open source. Next, portable means what? Suppose I write my Python code on Windows environment and now I want to execute into a Ubuntu environment. I don't have to change my code. So because of this flexibility, it's called as a portable. I can directly run the Python code into a Ubuntu code. So next is a integrated language. Integrated language means what? Suppose I start building application in Python. It's not like I have to end it up into the Python only. I can use C++, I can use Java in single application. Because of this feature, it is called as a integrated language. Next is large standard libraries. There are thousands of libraries available in Python that you can use in our application, which increase your productivity, and this is one of the features of Python. Next is object oriented. Python is based on class objects, which increase our reusability. Next is automatic memory management. Whenever we used any variable, memory for that variable will automatically get allocated. Let's see the career opportunities. Once you finish basic Python, then you can be a software engineer, you can be a developer, you can be a data analyst or data scientist. Also you can be a web crawler. Here web crawler means what? Suppose I want some information from different websites. What I'll do, I'll write a script which will automatically execute and fetch the data from different websites. This is what web crawler do. Then you can go into a machine learning and AI. Also you can do a Python scripts and you can build a open source software. So this is about the basic introduction to Python. In next video we will see how to install Python and what are the data types in it. Thanks for watching this video, and please do like and share if you find it useful. See you in the next video.